Good evening and welcome to No Rest for the Weekend. I'm Jason Godbey here at the Regal Cinema in New York City's Times Square for the 11th annual Katra Film Series. We'll be talking with some of the filmmakers and stars of the evening a little bit later, but first, a word from our sponsor. Brought to you by JMR Rentals, professional digital cinema and broadcast equipment rentals in Brooklyn, New York. JMRNY.com. I'm here with Nems making an appearance to support the filmmakers. Nems, what brings you to Katra tonight?
I mean, just that it's ran and thrown by local guys. I'm from Coney Island, and I support my own, man, and I love smaller venues because I appreciate the independence.
What do you think about Coney Island coming to Times Square?
I love it. I'm for Coney Island taking over the whole world, man. I'm the mayor of Coney Island.
Do you plan to do films in the future, get into the film business, get yourself in front of a camera more?
Absolutely. I'm in one movie that's coming out in Tribeca, a short film. Been in a couple films here and there, nothing too big and too major, but I'm looking to change that this year.
So if people want to know more about you, where can they find you? Where can they find your work?
Instagram, NEMS_FYL. That's, keep up to date with everything I'm doing. And my website, fyl.nyc.
Fantastic. Rapper Nems here at the Katra Film Series. I'm standing here with Bob Celli and Laura Delano from The Keeper. Welcome to Katra, guys. How does it feel to be here?
Always great to be here. I mean, it's always great to have your film accepted in any festival, and we're New Yorkers, so to be able to bring our film back, and we're at the end of our run. So to bring it back and close out in New York City is everything.
In a nice big theater, and especially after this past 2 years, it feels really good. So
it's like a relief, right?
It's like a relief, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the film. Give me like a Hollywood log line. What it's about.
The Keeper is about a lonely widow who meets a collector of art in a speed dating event. And we find out that what they're both looking for is completely different from one another.
What do you want people to sort of come away with when they see the film?
What we really were going for was a roller coaster ride. It really is sort of a mashup of genres, sort of romance, mystery, thriller, bit of horror even.
If people want to know more about you or where they can find you or your work, where can they find you online?
DelanoCelli.com.
Fantastic. The Keeper here at Katra Film Series. I'm here with Eve Austin, the lead actor and producer of Lola Does Manhattan. Great title, by the way. So how does it feel to be here at Katra tonight?
It feels immensely wonderful because we've been so shuttered out lately, and to have a live showing and to have all of you guys here, it's just makes my heart beat a little faster, so it's absolutely wonderful.
So tell me about the film. Do you play Lola?
I play Lola and Heidi. Lola is a woman of a certain age, can you tell? And Heidi is her inner self, and Heidi basically is teaching Lola how to live her life in joy and happiness. It's a little bit woo-woo, but I'm trying not to, I tried not to make it so that everybody could enjoy it. It's about personal growth. Everybody's got an inner self, and most of the time we don't listen to it. So Heidi and Lola get into adventures until eventually Lola learns how to love herself.
So you're playing a dual role, essentially. Talk to me about the challenge of doing that.
It's very challenging, especially depends on what kind of budget you have. So we had to have doubles for me. What we did was when, I would talk to the double, she would be facing me, and then we would reverse it. It's kind of an old-fashioned way to do it.
It works,
though.
It
worked, it worked, and it's going to work even better when Netflix or whoever wants to pick up the show. We'll put it in there, and I probably will not be the lead anymore, but who knows, could be.
For those who want to find out more, find the show or find you, where can they find you online?
Well, first of all, I'm on IMDb, which you can always find me under Eve Austin, eveaustin.net, so you can find out what other films we're doing. I do produce as well. I produce with a company in LA that does 3 to 4 features a year. And I'm deep in work with various different films that we're doing as proof of concept to create shows, because right now the streaming world is very exciting and the whole world is watching. So
Fantastic, fantastic. Eve Austin, Katra Film Series. The film is Lola Does Manhattan. I'm here with David Jaco and Lenise Page from Stranger in the Park. Welcome to Katra, guys. How does it feel to be here?
Thank you. It feels great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about the project.
So Stranger in the Park is a little short, unique short film that I made. It's about a young traveler that Lenise Page plays, a young traveler who comes back to kind of revisit her roots, where she came from, and there's a particular person that she's looking for to kind of reconnect with.
Tell us a bit about your character, Lenise.
As David said, the young traveler, but I think more so my character is, I would project her really, she's in the future, definitely. She's a young woman in the world, a black young woman in the world. And I think she's having to recant these issues, worldly issues and emotional issues that I don't think she was necessarily prepared for. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I got from Traveler. I think she's everybody's young inner traveler, really, and that's the beauty behind her. I think she definitely represents yourself 20 years ago, and the things that you may have wanted to say or had to say or didn't get to say, time stamped in that moment.
So what do you want people to walk away from when they see the film? How do you want people to leave the theater?
I made this short. The short is inspired by a particular event, definitely, but I want it to be more universal than that. I want it for people to kind of get this perspective that that was constantly kind of bothering me when what happened, and the short is kind of like a response to that. And again, I just hope it helps people get a perspective.
Is it like a perspective on trauma, would you say?
Yeah, in a sense. I don't want to give too much away about the short, but yeah, a new perspective on like trauma and how one person's actions can affect another.
Fantastic. So if people want to know more about you, about your work, where can they find you online?
Yeah, I'm David Jaco, D-A-V-I-D, David, and Jaco is spelled D-J-A-C-O, the D is silent. And if I'm on anything, I'm pretty much under that name. I don't know too many people with that name, so it should be pretty easy to find me.
And the same, I'm Lenise, Lynnese. Page is my last name, P-A-G-E. You can type that into YouTube search engine, because I have a channel there where you can see any upcoming work or work that I've done. As far as upcoming work, it'd probably be on my Instagram. I'm bad at posting pictures, but I'm good at stories, so stay tuned for that.
All right, David and Lenise from Stranger in the Park, Katra Film Series. I'm standing here with Adam Mackey and Adam Bertacci from Few of Many. Adams.
Two Adams.
Welcome to Katra.
Thank you.
How do you feel to be here tonight?
It's wonderful. First of all, because of this is like almost the end of the pandemic. It's nice to be here at an actual festival and not online like the other festivals. So it's great. It feels amazing.
Tell us about the movie.
The movie is a drama thriller, I would say, right? It's actually involves the pandemic also in it. So it's
a pandemic, not the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Not the pandemic du jour.
No, it's about a couple struggling to have children, and they end up hiring a surrogate to have the child for them, and then things turn badly at the end. But all this because of the pandemic that it happened, women can't have children. And because of that, they kind of all pay the price at some point, one way or another, every single character.
So what inspired you guys to write this?
Well,
Adam, you wanna say something?
Well, what inspired me to write it is that he reached out to me and says, hey, you want to co-write it? First thing I said to him was, well, I see you're going timely. but I came on as a jobbing writer for hire, which is a job I'm very proud to do. Try and get things done, tight, practical, get everything toward the finish line. The motivations of the characters were clear because when times are very desperate, people react in kind, and what could seem extreme or unheard of in their ordinary lives can become all of a sudden, the motivation is thrown into very sharp relief.
If people want to know more about you guys, where can they find you? Where can they find the film online?
It's actually, the film is still running in different festivals now. It's not released in any platform so far because of the festival run. They can find me my website, adammaki.com, my Instagram account. There's an Instagram account for the Few of Many also.
All right, Adam and Adam from Few of Many at the Katra Film Series. I'm here with Nadia Fortini and Georgia Miller from We Carry It Around. Welcome to Katra, guys. How does it feel to be here?
It feels great. I can't believe I get to see the film on a big screen and at Times Square. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. It's crazy to be here a year later.
Her face is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Is this your first time seeing it on big screen?
Absolutely. I think it's a premiere actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us about the film. What is the movie about, and how did it come to be?
Oh, the movie is something that I wrote. It's a short film about a girl who receives a vintage camera in mail, and it leads her to her memories of her sexual assault unravel due to the fact that there is an undeveloped film inside it. And I use the film as a metaphor, an experimental metaphor of those memories unraveling. It's about trauma. It's definitely about mainly about her. It's her story, and it's told from her perspective, and it's about just living every day with trauma. That's why it's called We Carry It Around.
So not a lot of laughs, I'm assuming.
Absolutely not, no.
And so Georgia, tell me about your character.
So I play Daria. She is the main character. It was really interesting approaching this role as someone who, I've had my own experience with trauma, taking my own experiences and translating it to the screen and through her was something I had never really done on screen before, and so that was really cool.
I mean, it sounds quite challenging.
Yes. I'm very lucky to have worked with Nadia. She, without her, I don't think I would have been able to bring out the performance that I did.
The last scene took 11 takes. It's a great memory for us, but we got it where it needed to be.
How do you want audiences to walk away afterward? What's the central message? What do you want people to take home with them?
I think I want people to realize that there's a study that's been done that it's like 98% women who have suffered from sexual assault, and we all carry it around, and it's always in the back of our minds. And this is an extreme case, as you'll see in the film, but I think I want people to realize that it never goes away.
I'm standing here with a familiar face to the show, Mr. Geoffrey Guerrero, founder of Katra Film Series. Geoffrey, how does it feel to be here for the 11th year?
Oh wow, it's been a long journey. Amazing as ever. I mean, we're alive. We survived 2 years of a pandemic, going on third year. Feels like nothing. We've survived it. We're happy to be back. We're happy to continue showcasing and supporting independent filmmakers. This is what we do, and couldn't be more excited.
And last year we were across the street. Now we're here at the Regal. How do you feel about the new digs?
Amazing. I mean, have you seen this place? It's spectacular. You have sleek new designs. They're refurbishing the place. It's just modern, high tech. I love it. I'm a big high tech guy, so I love the way it looks, the sci-fi, futuristic vibe of the place.
And it's a big, beautiful screen too in there.
Oh wow, yeah. The screen, the leather. Have you been in those leather chairs?
Beautiful.
It feels like you're experiencing the movie. It's amazing.
How many films we showing next couple of days? You've got some in person and some online, correct?
Yeah, we have 24 shorts that are screening exclusively in person here at Regal, and we have 4 feature films that are screening online from all corners of the globe, from local filmmakers, you know, you name it.
And so what's next for Katra? Are you going to continue going hybrid? Where do you see coming down the next, for the rest of the year next year?
You know, depending on where we are, you know, if the pandemic is over, we're going to be exclusively in theaters. I mean, the goal is to get independent cinema back into movie theaters. As much as, you know, we love staying home and in our pajamas watching movies online, independent films are made for the theatrical experience. So that's what we're aiming for. That's what we're looking to do for the next 10, 20, 1 million years, you know?
Excellent.
We'll be around then.
And for those who want to find out more, catch you guys online, where can they find you?
Online, KatraFilmSeries.com, social media at Katra Film Series.
Fantastic. Geoffrey Guerrero, Katra Film Series, the 11th year at the Regal Cinema in Times Square. And that's all from the 11th annual Katra Film Series. For more of our content, including more film festival coverage, visit our website, norestfortheweekendpodcast.com. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And now you can subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/getbehindtherabbit. I'd like to thank Geoffrey Guerrero and all the filmmakers who came out tonight, and our sponsor, JMR Rentals. For Behind the Rabbit Productions, I'm Jason Godbey. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.